she's my daughter. You know, I thought I had the right to do whatever I wanted to.
I always kept telling this is our secret.
I would make the children feel like they were my friend.
You put away all your inhibitions, feelings of right and wrong, and you just let your deviant side take over.
These sex offenders talk about their strategies, techniques, and distortions.
My main one was that I was teaching her, it was my stepdaughter, and I was teaching her because when she turned 18 that we were going to get married. So what I was doing wasn't wrong. I was just training her to be the way I would like her to be.
I wouldn't look at any emotional harm that it might have done to the victim. My philosophy was, if I'm not hurting her physically, then I'm not hurting her.
This is what she wants. I'm doing this for her. This is what is going to make her happy.
The main thing was trust. The trust I was given by the parents, by the children. And I took that trust and just destroyed it. I did this by being a really nice person, and nobody ever suspected anything. They were shocked.
The person that done this to my daughter was supposedly a very good friend of my wife's for about 3 to 4 years, and so basically one of her best friends. My daughter was, at the time of this occurrence, she was 4.5 years old. One of the ways that he manipulated the situation with her is that he used the movie Titanic, and he used the characters Jack and Rose of their love affair and whatnot that they had on the movie. Fortunately, we were able to, our daughter was talking to us about it. She started going into that he kisses her all over her body and takes off her clothes and whatnot, and starts to, kiss her everywhere, and that he directs her to kiss him in certain places as well. And you could imagine where your heart would be at this time if this was your daughter.
Most offenders are not these antisocial personalities that we think of. They do have a conscience, but they have ability to get around that conscience by saying it's not too bad, I was showing the child affection, the child wanted to do this, on and on and on.
I think I treated it as, that's how I showed love, because I had a distortion because of I was abused myself for all those years, and I feel like I didn't know any boundaries. I didn't know how to treat people, and I felt like this was the way the only way I knew how to show love.
The way often that an abuser will win the trust is through love, and that is part of the cruelty, that's a great deal of the cruelty of the sexual abuse, because that love, that care, that innocent longing to have attention, to have affection is manipulated.
The manipulation was very covert. It was not a physically aggressive type of abuse. It was always that I was his special little girl, and this was something that I got as a result of that.
One of my victims was at a church party one night. I touched her, I molested her, and she told the lady that was there at the church. I confronted the young girl in front of the lady. I told her that, I said, now, isn't it possible you're mistaken? I looked at the lady that worked there and said, I mean, you know me. I mean, do you feel that I would do that? Because I put up such a good front that nobody suspected that I would. Everyone thought that the young girl was lying, but she was telling the truth.
Another sibling who was also offended was actually the first one to bring up the fact that sexual abuse had happened in the family. And while it was very courageous of my sibling to bring that up, my mother was not receptive at the time. And as most, she behaved like your average parent, non-offending parent does, and that is with denial.